boy vanished on a cruise ship, but years later he returned with a shocking story. 7-year-old Cooper Breward disappeared while on a cruise with his family. His parents, Annie and Sledge, had put him to bed before attending an event on the upper deck. When they returned early in the morning, he was gone. Security footage showed him leaving the cabin alone and taking an elevator to a crowded deck. After that, he vanished. The crew searched everywhere, but there was no trace of him. Annie showed his picture to passengers, begging for help, but no one had seen him. Hours passed before the staff took action, and by then, the Coast Guard was involved, fearing Cooper had fallen overboard. The news spread quickly and people demanded answers, but as days turned into months, hope faded. Cooper's family was left heartbroken, believing they had lost him forever. Then, 3 years later, a phone call changed everything. When Annie and Sledge arrived at the police station, they saw their son, now 10 years old. Cooper looked thin, his clothes worn out, but as soon as he saw his parents, he broke into tears. Beside him stood a young woman named Mira, who had brought him in. Cooper slowly shared his story. The night he disappeared, he woke up to use the restroom. He thought he saw his parents in a crowd and followed them off the ship. But he was wrong. Before he realized his mistake, the ship had already left. An elderly man named Grandpa Axel found Cooper alone and freezing near the docks. Instead of calling the police, Axel took him to his remote village, far from the modern world. There were no phones, TVs, or internet. Cooper spent years working in the fields and living a simple life, cut off from everything he had known. At first, Cooper had hoped Axel would take him home, but as time passed, he understood the old man never planned to let him go. Axel treated him well, providing food and shelter, but he was strict. Cooper had to work hard every day, helping with farm tasks and gathering firewood. One day, visitors came to the village. Cooper saw a chance to escape. He told Mira his story, and she quickly checked his missing person case. Axel had no choice but to let him go. Annie and Sledge felt a mix of emotions: relief, anger, and sadness. They wanted to press charges against Axel, but Cooper asked them not to. Even though he had been taken away, he believed the old man had cared for him in his own way. With Cooper back home, the family focused on healing. He returned to school, made new friends, and slowly adjusted to normal life again. His older brother Robbie finally smiled for the first time in years. Though they never saw Grandpa Axel again, Cooper sometimes thought of him. Despite everything, he was grateful for the care he had received. Cooper's disappearance became a story of loss, survival, and unexpected kindness.